On behalf of Next Exchange, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Mr. Richard Battersby. He's the non-executive chairman of BWA Group. He doesn't have a football team, but Happy New Year to you nonetheless.
And to you too.
Right, Richard, you're listed on the NX Exchange, market cap £200,000, there or thereabouts. Specialised subject, when I looked through the websites, buying into ventures, reverse takeovers, looking for cheap assets. I see that you recently announced a small fundraise and further investment into the existing investment in Mineral Fields Group.
Correct.
Can you expand on that for us, please?
Yep, certainly. BWA has set up a new subsidiary company in the Cameroon, BWA Resources, Cameroon Limited. That is applying for 5 rutile sands licenses in the Cameroon. Once we've got those, which we expect to be in the next 2 months, the intention is to sign an operating license with Mineral Fields Group in exchange for a further 15% of their equity and seek to exploit that resource.
In terms of, so this is a commodity play?
That's a commodity play.
And what would you expect to find in the sands?
Well, everything in rutile sands. The main ingredient, we believe, from the tests that have been done is titanium dioxide. That's mainly used, funnily enough, as a pigment in white paint.
Right.
And there's an enormous amount of white paint used, as you can see everywhere.
Yep.
But it is a very big resource, and it's fairly easy to extract. There's no mining or digging tunnels or anything like that. It's in an alluvial floodplain, still a river floodplain. You can get it out more or less with a bucket and spade. Slight exaggeration.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case.
a big digger.
Right.
The other great advantage is it's relatively near the port at Douala in Cameroon, and there is a road that goes all the way. So we haven't got any vast infrastructure in getting the product to the output source points, ports, and so forth.
Right.
We expect, initially at least, to export the raw material and not process it other than dry it. Thereafter, down the line, we might build our own processing plant and extract the necessary minerals there.
Now, I know nothing about Cameroon other than I remember a very famous footballer at the World Cup.
Indeed, yeah.
Roger Melly was
something like
that. Is it quite a stable environment?
It appears to be. It's interesting in that it was formed by an amalgamation of part of a French territory and that part of British-speaking Nigeria that wasn't Muslim. So the northern part of the country is principally British-speaking, and the southern part is French-speaking.
Right.
And all business is conducted in both languages, which is perhaps fortunate, as I'm a typical Brit and don't speak a great deal of other languages other than British.
Yep. And in terms of corporate governance in Cameroon?
Quite good by the look of it. There has been a presidential commission on corruption and cracking down on it. There's been quite a lot of activity over the recent past to weed it out, and we've found them to be, on the ball and insistent on the sort of things that one would expect out of a growing democracy.
Right. And in terms of, is this your main focus at the moment for 2018?
Probably. We have another investment in a company called Prego International, which issues prepaid debit cards to migrant workers in third world countries.
Right.
That one is about to, or has migrated to Norway, and is about to have a match bargain facility on one of the Norwegian exchanges.
Yeah, Nordex, the Nasdaq.
No, it begins with an A, and I won't even attempt to pronounce it. So we see our job there as sitting back fairly passively now and waiting for it to list.
Right. I always ask people, obviously, when I'm buying shares, I'm buying into the management. I used to manage funds and run funds and the like. Okay, and my $1 million question, as always, is give me a number of reasons why I should consider having your shares in my portfolio.
Well, we obviously think they're well undervalued. The price, you said the market cap 200,000 plus. You can't actually deal at that price at all. I think you can buy 35,000 shares at that price.
Right.
£89.50.
Okay.
So whether it's a representative figure, I don't know. Why should you buy our shares? Well, we believe, obviously, that mineral fields and that investment in Cameroon will come to a significant premium. Our job is to be effectively a mini fund manager, a mini venture capitalist. We've chosen 2 investments. We expect both of them to succeed.
Right.
Prego is currently fundraising at about 2 and a bit times the price we've got it in our balance sheet. Mineral Fields is capitalised at 2-3 million. If all this works, we would expect that to at least double.
Right.
So we see an upside.
Okay. And finally, if anyone's interested, are you happy to take phone calls,
Of course.
emails, and what's the best way of getting in touch with you?
Phone 07836 238 172.
Well, you couldn't be more transparent and open than that, giving your number away.
There you go.
Okay, so Richard Battersby, the non-executive chairman, BWA Group. Good luck for 2018.
Thank you.
Thank you.